Okay, well, there we go.
Good.
Yeah.
Want to sum up what you said for us again, Baraka? Want to just give us a quick summary? Go ahead.
Healing is the idea of there being something that needs to be healed. And it is the idea of the ego that something is wrong that needs to be made right. My healing is the idea that nothing is wrong, that everything is as God created it. And if I'm experiencing it differently, then I am experiencing something that God did not create. How's that? Is that a good summary?
Perfect. That was excellent. Thanks, Baraka.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, Carolyn, talk to me about healing.
Oh my goodness, I'm processing it all in my mind, and I need to remind myself regularly through the day. And I really like the phrases, Jesus, I trust in you. Father, thy will be done. I am as God created me. And I just remind myself of that.
Right. It's just a constant reminder. Just bring it back up, looking at it, and understanding where the truth actually is.
And when I start to, or when I am aware of myself flipping off into that, the ego thought that I need to do something, I said, oops, and I'm getting better and better at reminding myself, no, Jesus, I trust in you. Father, thy will be done. I am as God created me.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, a few weeks ago, it might have been even a month ago, James was talking about how to constantly remain centered in the idea of the Christ mind. And that was, he has a key word that he uses, it's called return. And every single time that he finds himself wandering off down a path that the ego wants him to follow, he just says one word to himself. He says, return. Okay. And it comes right back to the idea of I'm returning to the Christ mind. Being centered, yes. And acknowledging that there's only one truth. And that if I find myself thinking there is another truth, that something else is real, I am asking myself, telling myself, reminding myself to return. Constantly return.
That's good. I like that.
Danny, do you have any thoughts on this?
Yes, I want to share with you that in Hebrew, the word to return to God, it's called teshuva. Teshuva.
Teshuva, yes.
Teshuva, and it means to return, but it also means literally the answer. So the same word means the answer and to return at the same time. And there is a beautiful ancient proverb in Hebrew that says that where the most righteous people, it's my translation, where a criminal, so to speak, returns to God, when somebody who did tremendous crimes or whatever, that return is more than anything that the most righteous people can do. And I experience it in my life in a form of energy. Let's say that I'm very, very, very depressed. And I go through a purification process. And through that purification process, I return to God. So it's like the energy of the depression, the dark energy, is translated to light energy in a fantastically beautiful way. So when we don't feel good and we pray, when we are on our knees, those are the moments that God cherishes most from us. And there is a sentence from the Psalms, the Psalm number 30, I think expresses it most beautiful, where King David, it's the Psalm that talks about the creation of the temple. And I feel now that this is actually a symbolic of the temple of the heart. One of the sentences in the Psalm says that sometimes I like a mountain, you know, and when your will, I became like nothing. You crushed my ego, so to speak. And we do it to ourselves. It's all part of the beautiful story, which I believe that humanity is going through, because in reality, there is only love, there is only light. But we create those stories. And right now we are in the midst of a huge, huge story of COVID-19, of the war, of the world, of the chaos. And we are returning, we all together. It brings more love in us, more light in us. This is what I wanted to share. Thank you for asking.
That's important.
Thank you, Danny. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Danny. That's important. It touches me.
Thank you.
And Danny, I'm sorry, I've forgotten your friend's name.
Christopher.
Christopher, do you have any thoughts about this? Is this inspiring anything in you?
Well, I'm just kind of, it's all new to me, of course. But I'm honored to be here with you people.
Thank you.
And I don't know what to say.
Well, you're very welcome, Christopher.
Yes.
You're most welcome. And Danny has spoken so lovingly of you pretty much, well, since I can remember. And so you've been a part of this group anyway. So now you're just showing up. So good.
Okay, thank you.
And we talk about a wide range of things. So, you know, even whatever, we bring it out, and then we get to the heart of whatever it is. And it's, you know, we mostly don't dive into really horrible personal stuff, but if somebody wants to, you know, but mostly we just go about reinforcing the playground of forgiveness and love.
Well said, Sister Judy.
Danny, do you have an email address?
Do I? Can you say?
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Christopher. Do you have an email address?
I do not. I'm kind of out of touch as far as tech world goes.
All right. Well, I can keep in touch with you through Danny. Then is that okay?
Is what okay?
If to keep in touch with you through Danny?
Yes, that would be awesome.
Okay, great. The reason I was asking about an email address was so I could send you an invite to this little meeting that we have here. But if you'd like to continue through with Danny, that'd be great.
Thank you.
Yes, we made that a temporary thing. I told Christopher yesterday we had it just started 2 days ago. And we had a joining. We read the Course in Miracles together. And then we did breathing together. And then yesterday we repeated the same thing. And then today I was riding my scooter to the synagogue, and the inner voice told me, go directly to Christopher. So I didn't go to the synagogue. I was riding to Christopher. I came just the right time. There's really, really peace here. There is a beautiful recreation director named Susan, who is sitting right here.
Hi, Susan.
Right? Susan, she's an artist. She's the most. Oh, okay. She doesn't want her picture. That's okay. Susan, I will tell you a story about her, because she and I, Susan was the recreation director in another nursing home called Lakeside Nursing Home. And what happened there, there was a woman named Naomi Smith, who was a Japanese woman who she had Parkinson. She was a high school teacher. She started falling. Her husband had to leave her. She ended in a nursing home, and her daughter died on the way home. And she lost three things, three blows: nursing home, husband, and beloved daughter. She had 4 kids. And then I, with my depressions, would come there and we joined together. God truly made us join. And she one day had a dream, and God taught her a song. And this song I'm singing every morning, and it goes like that. God, in thy mercy, you taught us to love so that we can share thy love with everyone. God, in thy mercy, you taught us to love so that we can share thy love with everyone. God is in our heart, we shall never part. God is in our soul, and he made us whole. God keeps us from harm, we are always in God's arms. God is full of light, and he leads us through the night. God is very near, and is very, very dear. God is love divine, and is with us all the time. That's Naomi. And both Susan and I love Naomi. We just spoke about her this morning. You know, she's in our hearts. And Susan and Deborah and all the recreation people bring light to this nursing home that is suffering so much because of COVID-19. But the atmosphere in this nursing home is so holy, is much more holy than the synagogue, is much more holy than the streets. It's truly holy. It's beyond words. You know, the people are like, well, let's see, Darlene, Brandina, would you mind to say hi to some friends or no? She mind? This is Darlene, right? Darlene, you mind saying hi to some friends? This is a group of people. Come. Oh, they have to sign a consent form. This is okay. This is the world. We all have to obey the laws of this world. That's okay. We all know that it is an illusion, but we have to obey it. It's absolutely fine.
Well, in this illusion of the nursing home you're describing, Christopher, you have scored.
Right.
From, you know, what we hear in this country about the quality of care. So it's so encouraging to my heart to know that there are institutions that support that and people who fulfill that. So thank you for sharing about your facility.
Yes, yes, you're welcome.
It's so beautiful. The nursing home is really a wonderful, wonderful place. Everybody is working under these rules of illusion, and yet somehow the light is coming through the veil, through the cracks, so to speak. It's so beautiful. Thank you.
I think it gets harder and harder as our perception of time passes. It gets harder and harder for the light to be blocked because there are so many more cracks in the wall, so many people trying to open that door to let the light in. And we just have to keep encouraging that by acknowledging that everyone who stands before us is truly the Son of God and truly a source of light. And that the only reason we're not seeing the light is simply because I am not allowing it to be seen. It is all up to me. I must give permission for the light to shine in my world, and that in doing that, it shines throughout the entire universe.
Yes, it's so beautiful. You
know, it's funny, I have, on a personal note, I have started to really listen to what's going on, what is being said in my mind, and I'm hearing, okay, enough, shut up. You've said enough. It's perfect, right? It is. Stop trying to make it more perfect when perfect is perfect. So.
Well, Baraka, I just want to say that confirms an old, I think it's a Taoist saying, those who know don't speak. Those who do not know speak. Right. Thank you, Christopher, for your example of grace and knowing just by being there and shining just your simple presence and a simple thank you. And Danny, thanks for singing, listening and hearing that song. Yeah. Christopher, thank you for listening and joining. Thank you.
It's a beautiful song, Danny. I would like to hear it again, and you have a nice voice too.
Oh, me too, Carolyn. Let's hear it.
Okay. God, in thy mercy, you taught us to love so that we can share thy love with everyone. God, in thy mercy, you taught us to love so that we can share thy love with everyone. God is in our heart, we shall never part. God is in our soul, and he made us whole. God keeps us from harm, we're always in God's arms. God is full of light, and he leads us through the night. God is very near, and is very, very dear. God is love divine, and is with us all the time. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to close with what lesson are we on? 242 or 243?
This is a small group. You want
to love my father is to love his son, whatever number it is.
Wonderful.
246.
I love it.
It's 246 today.
Hanging in there.
I will accept the way you choose for me to come to you, my Father.
And the boy?
That's very, very important. I cannot choose the way to come to the Father. The Father has already chosen the way for me.
So good.
For in that will I succeed.
I haven't seen you in a long time.
Wow, so
How are
it,
you?
it was your will.
Just a minute. There's conflicting. I wonder if perhaps
hey,
Danny could mute.
Danny, could you mute? Danny, could you mute your microphone for just a second, please?
Thank you.
No, not yet. There we go. Thank you. I will accept the way you choose for me to come to you, my Father. For in that will I succeed, because it is your will. And I will recognize that what you will is what I will as well, and only that. And so I choose to love your Son. Amen. Amen. And is that not what there must be a better way is all about, is loving God's Son.
And daughters.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's it. We have not yet come across a word that encompasses everything like that. We just when we say a pronoun that is dependent upon gender, let us forgive the gender.
Oh, I know. I was just including us, but yeah. Now actually there are words that have been created, although I'm not comfortable with them. The
Child of God.
Well, the them and the they talk, but yes, we are children of God. Yeah. But I just toss that in, Baraka. You know me. I'm not.
And so I choose to love your they.
They can have it. They can have
whatever. Amen. All right.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thank
today.
you all for joining me very much. And we'll see you.
Thank you.
And my honored guest here.
Nikki, enjoy your time out there.
Yes, I will.
Bye.
Judy, don't you dare keep her. You send her back to us, okay?
I don't have a choice.
And
I'm trying to make it pleasant for her so she'll return.
Oh, it's
Yes.
very pleasant.
Tempt her back.
all right, my
I
loves.
couldn't keep
Thank
her.
you all very much. I
She'll
love
come-
you all very much.
Thank you all.
Love you too.
She'll come back to you with love.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Carolyn,
Thank you.
Baraka, Danny, Christopher.
Christopher,
Thank you, Judy.
Thank
bye-bye.
you.
Thank you all very much. Christopher, it's been a
Bye.
pleasure meeting you. Thank you so much.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.